What's up everybody, my name is Lenny Kiser and today I'm excited to show you the Novation Circuit Rhythm and how I've been using it in my music. In this video, I'm going to show you how to slice up breakbeats, how to chop samples, how to use automation and effects, how to record external instruments in, and also how to resample and create pattern variations. That's a lot of stuff, so let's check it out. Okay, so to start, to slice up a breakbeat, I have a sample of an amen break here. To slice it, I simply just hit the sample pad, hit the slice mode button, change it to 8 slices there, and now I'm going to go to the note mode here, and my sample slices show up on these pads. So let's get a kick, put it on the 1, find a snare, put on the 2 and a 4, take some of these hi-hat samples, put them throughout. Okay, the tempo is really slow, so let's hit the tempo button. And I'm going to bring this up to 130. While I'm here, I'm going to add some swing, so let's take it up to 68% swing. Okay, the sample is a little bit messy right now, so I'm going to use the slope control to tighten up the sound. Now I'm going to apply some distortion and pitch transposition with the distortion and the tune knobs. Okay, so now let's add some dynamic movement with the slope control by automating it. So to automate something, I just hit record and then press play and move the knob. Cool. So now let's do the same thing, but with the effects. So I'm going to go to the effects section here. This green row is our reverb preset. So I'm going to select this one here. And the corresponding knob that's going to send to the reverb is track 1 here, because that's the track my breakbeat is on. So I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to turn it up to record the automation just on 1 or 2 hits. Nice. Let's do the same with the delay, so I'll choose a delay preset, again hit record, play, and turn the knob. Alright, so now we've got some nice movement going on with the effects automation and with the slope automation. Let's go back now to some of our other tracks, and let's add some 909 samples. So I'm going to go to track 2, find closed hat here. I'm just going to sprinkle some in. And let's tighten up the envelope and tune it up. Let's add an open hat to track 3. And track 4, let's add a clap. Nice. And track 5. And we'll go ahead and nice, so we got a good loop going on now. We got multiple parts which we can mute and unmute later for a performance. Let's go ahead and add some pattern variations to our breakbeat. So I'll select track 1, we'll go to pattern mode, and now what I want to do is I want to copy this pattern from pattern 1 here down to pattern 2. So I'm going to hold duplicate, press the pad and duplicate that down. Now I'll go into this one, just take out some parts, make it a little bit different. Maybe we'll take away the reverb, so I'll go to the effects tab, hit record, make sure I'm on the reverb, and just record this down. Okay, we got that. So now let's duplicate this to our 3rd pad, and on this one, let's do something a little bit different. we're going to use this mutate function, which is going to create a random pattern. So to do that, I hold Shift and hit mutate. You can see the pattern changes. So let's go with that. Let's hit pattern. Let's duplicate this one down here. And let's mutate that pattern also. To further vary it, let's add some more slope automation. And to play all 4 patterns at once, we just select them all there. So now let's look at how we can slice up some samples. I'm going to go to track number 7 and find a piano sample that I've loaded in here. And let's hit sample to put it in slice mode and note mode to get access to our sample slices. And let's do a real-time recording on this one. So I'll hit record, play, and then just play some pads. Let's go to the next pad, record a different pattern. And do the same for number 3 here. And for number 4, let's program it in. Now to play all 4 patterns together, we'll select all 4 pads. Oops, wrong track. Let's add some reverb to the whole track. So we are on track number 7, so we'll turn this up. Nice. Let's go to track 8. We're going to add this vocal sample. So again, sample mode, slice it, note mode. And let's record it in. And we'll do the same process here, record a couple different patterns. And go to this one. Let's program one in manually. And one more. Go back to pattern mode and play those all together. And for each one of these, for track 8, let's go ahead and tighten the slope there. And on 7, we'll do the same. Nice. So now I've shown you how to slice up breakbeats and slice up samples, how to create pattern variations, how to use effects, and how to create some dynamic changes within those patterns. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to record samples from an external instrument into the circuit rhythm. I'm going to use the OB6 here and create a bass line. So to record into the circuit rhythm, we need to press the sample record button. These are our available recording slots. I'm going to choose number 1 here, hit record, and play a note. Go to the second slot, play another note. Go to the third slot. Okay, so we have our 3 sample pads here. So let's go ahead and program these in. We'll go to patterns, pattern 1, pattern 2, and pattern 3. And then we'll play all 4 patterns together and see how that sounds. Nice. So from here, let's take a look at some of the grid effects on the circuit rhythm. So these are momentary effects. They're really great for performance. They're really fun to use also. From this view, you could also mute and unmute some of the tracks. So you want to take the bass out for a minute. And one last thing I'm going to show you on the circuit rhythm is how you can resample. So to resample, we would need to use a new track. So I'm going to go ahead and reuse the bass track here. So we'll go to track 6 here. I'm going to go to sample record. But before I do that, I'm going to mute all the drums and the bass itself. So this is just what's going to be playing. So I'm going to go to track 6. I'm going to hit sample record, and I need to make sure that the resample option is on. So this is going to resample anything that's playing out through the circuit rhythm, and we need to choose a recording slot. Which is pretty cool because now we can further manipulate that sample. So now we could take that, slice it up. So let's mute track 7 and 8. We'll open up track 6. We'll turn on the drums and we can play some slices in. That's now the resampled vocal part and piano part. Use the one pattern. So that's a quick way of how you can resample within the circuit rhythm, which is a really powerful effect. So that's it. I hope you learned some things and feeling inspired to go out and make some music. Until the next time.